Welcome to Stop Wasting Your Wine, a wine review podcast where we waste our wine so you don't have to. On this episode, we review
a white wine from California.
Welcome to the show. If this is your first time listening, thank you for checking us out. If you're one of our amazing return listeners, thank you so much for coming back. My name is Colin, and as always, I am joined by two of the most well-groomed men that I know, Aaron and Joel. Welcome to the show. How are we doing tonight?
Wait.
Well, I've had a beard since I was 6, so.
That is true. I've never known you without a beard, now that I think about it.
I've seen it once, and it was very uncomfortable. I very much prefer the beard. I thought that was a direct attack at me, Colin. I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to sound embarrassing. This is why I was just talking to Kathy about how do you guys ever just have like a rogue nose hair that just like kills you, annoys you so much, and you have to go in and extract it? Am I the only weirdo?
No,
that's happening more and more too.
I am the king of hair in weird places on my face that I don't want it. So, okay. Yeah, you think nose hair is bad? You should check out my ears. It's I got these flyers coming out of it's not even like in my ears. It's like coming off the top.
I count my blessings every day that I'm not one of the freaks with ear hair.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I can say I haven't hit that yet. I'll wake up at like 2 a.m. and be so annoyed by my nose hair. I have to get up and trim it. So that's why it's funny. This was top of mind. So I thought maybe you and Kathy were talking in the background, and that's why
she did text me about your nose hair, and now
can you do something about this?
Yeah.
Can you hint to Joel that he has to get the handle on this shit?
Please talk to.
No, it's right. We have all the facial parts covered because Joel has outlandish nose hair. Colin has forest coming out of his ears, and I have like really aggressive wizard eyebrow hairs. Like my eyebrows are mostly fine, but then like I swear to God, like I'll be fine, and all of a sudden there'll just be like 2 inches of eyebrow hair just pointing straight out at people. As I look over my scroll, it's just like ridiculous.
Man, we are painting quite the attractive picture. If you've never seen our faces, for the listener at home, super intriguing. Check us out at stopwastingyourwine.com to see our actual.
I knew it was getting bad when I'd go to the barber and the barber would take a comb and be like, "You want me to do something about those eyebrows?" and put the comb in my eyebrow, and then like, bzz, like, okay, sorry, I need hardware.
Yikes. Hey, you know what though? I will say I know you have truly, I think, had a beard ever since I knew you, and I've always been jealous of that. I cannot grow. I'm going to say it right now. I can't really grow a good beard. Like I've tried before. I let it go, and everybody says, "Oh, you have to get through the awkward part. Just keep pushing through. It'll fill in." Man, I can't do it. I can't do it. You guys are lucky. You guys have great beards.
Yeah, but it's a blessing and a curse. I can never not have a beard. I shaved my beard off a couple years ago. And my wife looked at me. I was like, "What do you think?" And she goes, "You look fine." I was like, "Wow,
ouch,
wow." And then Holden looked at me and was like, "Bring it back." No, I don't like it. Like, so I can never not be this. This is me. This is me.
But then all you had to do in that moment too was plug your nose and just blow really hard, and your beard just popped right back out. Which was pretty
feels
cool.
that way sometimes.
Yeah, it took me 30 years to grow my beard, Joel. So maybe hang in there, man. Because
let's commit.
Yeah,
I should start now.
Yeah, maybe another 6 years and you'll be there.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, I'm sure you guys didn't tune in to listen to us talk about our facial hair. So let's.
Or did you?
And ear hair.
You weirdo.
So let's get into this week's wine. Joel, can you tell the folks what we are drinking?
Yes, this is quite the interesting wine this week, y'all. So we are drinking the Josh Cellars Seaswept. So this is a 2023, right? I mean, they just started producing this one. So this is a 2023. This is a mix, get this, y'all, of Pinot Grigio and Sauvignon. They did it. They did it.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's
Have to find
happened.
out.
It's in a bottle. We're about to drink it and see. Like we said, this is from California, and we picked this up. I think some of us at Total Wine, some of us at ABC, for about $12. Oh, I should also mention this has an ABV of 11.2%.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one's going to be the blend is really interesting to me because I would think Pinot Grigio being such a neutral kind of grape, you usually out of Pinot Grigio you get like apple, maybe some lime, some lemon, would really just be, pounded by the Sauvignon Blanc, which has those bold grapefruit flavors and some of the other flavors that we've had with past Sauvignon Blanc. So it'll be interesting to see if kind of what the blend brings, because I would imagine it would taste just mostly like Sauvignon Blanc, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like a Savi B Pinot Grigio mix is just going to be a siren call for people like my wife everywhere. Aaron looked at this bottle when I put it in the fridge and was like, that looks good.
Yeah.
Like,
if it
it's
works,
peachy.
this can be really cool. But I just don't know. What an interesting mix. I'm intrigued. I'll tell you that much.
Look at this bottle. Look at it.
It is nice.
Looks
It's
like
airy. It's cute.
The
Yeah.
bottle looks Seaswept.
It does.
It does.
It does.
Oh, title and text.
The bottle's bringing me to the beach. So let's see if the wine also brings me to the beach. It'll be interesting to see.
A white wine that brings a taste of the coast to wherever you may be.
There you go. Wow, they nailed the marketing and the branding. I'll tell you that, because I'm sold on the beach thing.
I hope that let's just
52% Savi B, 48 Pinot Grigio. So it is right down the middle.
Can we just hope that this is like the Nantucket, like New England coast and not the Florida coast? Because a wine of just Marlboros and boiling shrimp just does not sound good. So I really hope this is like an elevated, Martha's Vineyard coast.
Look, as someone that grew up, as someone that grew up in New England, I need this to be West Coast. I also don't want it's way too cold to be at the beach and there's just rocks, no sand.
There. Okay. So maybe like a Catalina, maybe like a Monterey. Can we say that? Like a Monterey, California?
Yeah, I mean, it's made in California. I'm sure they were thinking about California beaches at the time. So, hopefully that's the vibe we get. All right. So this was a Joel pick. And Joel, we've kind of talked about its beachiness. Why did you go ahead and pick this one?
Well, it was a little bit of that. Also, we are we're a couple of trendy guys, and dare I say, some wine trendsetters, guys. I can say it. And this is it's a kind of brand new thing out there in the market. Like we've been talking about, just a really weird, interesting mix that could be awesome, could be just awful. Not really sure. But I figured, hey, something new, let's give it a go. Also, with it being sort of a coastal vibe and a beachy vibe, and us getting here again, kind of back into the heat, back into the summer months where we'll be looking to go hit the beach. Maybe it'd be good to find something good to bring along on that trip. So that's why I picked this one, and I hope that it's a good pick.
I love that. Solid, absolutely. All right, well, we are actually switching it up a bit today, and we're trying a brand new segment, which Joel knows very little about. I've got a sneak peek on what we're doing, but Aaron is going to take away a brand new segment, and I'm going to let him explain it.
All right, folks, I'm excited. We were talking about this before, and we're like, look, we've talked a lot about Pinot Grigio. We've talked a lot about Savi B. We don't really need to do a new lesson about that. So let's try something new. So today we are pitching a whole new segment called Spellmelier. Now, the way this segment works.
Wait a minute. I have to stop you right there. That name is absolutely perfect.
It is
Go on.
Phenomenal name.
Fantastic. And now the reason it's just called Spellmelier is one, sommelier is a word that I cannot spell and is a word that a lot of people can't pronounce. And so we're going to mix these two concepts together. one concept that, as we've learned on the show, for those of you that have been with us for a little bit, I can't say words. Pronunciation is my kryptonite. And a lot of wine words are pretty tricky. They're pretty tricky to spell. They're pretty tricky to say.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to mix these two concepts together. So in this segment of Spellmelier, I am going to attempt to pronounce a wine-related word. And based on my pronunciation, Joel and Colin are going to have to spell it.
Okay. I love it.
So bad at spelling to begin with.
I'm totally
This is going to go really, really well.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at spelling, so I'm really looking forward to this.
I've got no.
So the way I'll do this, I will toss it to one of them.
Wait a minute. That was like the funniest brag that I've had in a long time. I'm pretty good at spelling, so watch out.
I'm happy for you. Great. So I'm gonna start with an easy one. Easy because it's a word that we've talked about before. We talked about very recently, and it's probably the only one on this list that I might be able to pronounce. I'm going to toss it to Colin first because he has said that spelling is bad for him. And we'll see how it goes. So the first word to spell, Colin, is terroir.
Oh, man.
Terroir.
I wrote up all of the terroir stuff from that episode. So, yeah, I think I got this one. It's terroir. Terroir. Terroir.
That is correct. That is 1 point for Colin. Colin's one and only point. And for the listener home, terroir is a French term describing the environmental factors of the vineyard, such as soil, climate, topography, that influence the flavor and character of a wine. So you're also going to learn in this segment, too. It's not just us being doofuses for 5 minutes. Look at this.
Love that.
All right, ready? Joel.
Ready.
Now, mind you, the words increase in difficulty in spelling and pronunciation, so everyone's going to struggle. The second word is aeration. You can ask for the definition if you'd like.
Can I ask for the language of origin?
I don't know it.
Perfect. Aeration.
Would that really have helped? Like, are you that good at spelling?
No, not at all.
Clear that up because I don't know.
I was just trying to be a jerk. Aeration. Aeration. Aeration.
That is correct. That is correct.
Well,
that's officially a word I would have absolutely. I would not have gotten that right. Aeration is the intended addition of oxygen to the wine to enhance the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what my brain wanted to say. All right, folks, it only gets harder from here. All right, Colin, back to you. The word is anosmia.
Oh,
no
boy. Hey, if he gets it wrong, can I steal? How does that work? Or is it just point for point? Okay.
No, you got it. You get a shot at it.
Okay.
Anosmia.
What's the definition?
Lost sense of smell.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I could be pronouncing this incredibly wrong. That's part of the game.
I'm going to go with anosmia. ENOSMIA. Anosmia.
That's incorrect. Incorrect.
So I can go for a steal?
Yes.
Say the word one more time.
Anosmia.
Anosmia. Anosmia. ANOSTMIA.
Both you got it right. In combination, you would have gotten it correct. It is ANOSMIA.
I threw it. I tried to get fancy with the silent T in there.
Yep. You got the A. Colin toss in E. You add a T. We're all a bunch of knuckleheads. Lost sense of smell. Anosmia. All right. Let's keep it moving.
Damn.
Joel.
Yes.
Aperitif.
Oh, wow. This is always such a hard one for me.
Aperitif. It's a light word just to say.
Aperitif.
Can I get the definition, please?
It is a wine that is usually drunk by itself before a meal.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Aperitif is a wine that is usually drunk by itself before a meal.
Perfect. Okay. Aperitif. I'm starting with the French word apra.
Is that real?
Yes. Yes, it
Okay.
is. Yes, it is. I'm going to say aperitif. A P R O S T.
Wrong, Colin.
Okay.
Abort, Colin.
I'm just gonna try to spell it out as I would see it in my mind. Aperitif. APPARTIEF. I have no idea.
This is the best game I've ever invented.
What I'm laughing at, by the way, is Aaron's face as we get these so terribly wrong.
It's so bad. APERITIF.
We were making it so much harder.
Okay.
We were making it so much
You're
harder.
adding all sorts of letters.
How many of these do we have? Just
All
so I know. Just
47 more.
purposes.
We're doing great.
Okay, great.
Hold on.
Good.
All right. I was going to skip around as you guys got better and better, but I'm just going to have to.
Let's stay in the level 1.
I don't know anything about the French language, so I
Okay, so we'll get more sciencey then. Okay, ready?
okay.
So this is Colin now, right?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's Colin now. Astringency.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
See.
ASTRINGENCY. Astringency.
That is correct. We're back on the road to success.
Got him.
Let's call on 2 points. Astringency, drying or bitter feeling in your mouth that is caused by tannins.
That's right.
When we talk about our grippiness and all that, is actually astringency.
That's a cool word to know, because we talk about that effect all the time, and I've never really had that word in my world. So I love it. Thank you. Go on.
All right.
Cork.
Since we just gave Colin an easy one, I'm going to give you a similarly easy one. The word is
great.
Bacchus. Bacchus.
Okay.
Roman god of winemaking.
Yeah.
In ancient Greece,
known
known as Dionysus.
Yeah. Okay. Bacchus. BACHAS. Bacchus.
No, sir. Colin, would you like to try for it?
I mean, I'll try. BACHOUS. Bacchus.
No. BACCHUS. Bacchus.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. Okay, so I'm officially down 1 right now.
What's the score real quick? Can we recap the score?
The score is 2-1. After all of these words, Colin has gotten 2 of them right. Joel's gotten 1 correct. I have 2 more words for you, maybe 3.
Okay.
Colin, this is a situation that you knew about in an earlier episode during my history of Alsace. The word is phylloxera.
Okay.
Ooh. Wow.
That is phylloxera. PHILOXERA. Phylloxera.
So close. There are only 2 wrong letters in there.
Wait. Don't give it away.
No, I'm not going to give it away. So I was about to say, so Joel, close.
Phylloxera.
I'm an idiot. I'm so...
PHYLOXCERA.
Why you just keep adding random like consonants at the end of words for no reason?
CRPNTRQA. Phylloxera.
PHYLLOXERA. So close. And that was an insect that attacks the roots of grapevines, wreaked all sorts of havoc. Joel, for the tie and to put us out of our misery.
I think this is fun.
This is an actual wine term, and it makes me happy.
Okay.
The word is bunghole.
That's so easy.
Okay. Can I get the definition? Because I'm just so intrigued at this point.
Yes, I was shocked on this. It is the opening through which a cask can be filled with wine or empty.
And do you know what they call
in the cask?
Do you know what they call the thing that they put in the bunghole?
No, what do they call the thing they
A
put
bung?
the bunghole? Call it?
A bung. Yeah, it's a bung.
That would make sense. It's a hole for a bug.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Joel, spell bunghole.
Bunghole.
Having a real hard time being mature right now.
That would imply that you're being mature. The selection of this word alone puts us far past maturity right here.
I'm sorry. Would you like me to give you a different word, Joel?
No.
I
am totally fine.
Fine.
I'm good. Ready? And I want to see, I don't even know if I'm going to get this right, but I would like to see where a tie goes here. Bunghole. BUNGHOLE. Bunghole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is all tied up. It's all tied up. I'm happy. Okay, here. Let's see. Tiebreaker. Here we go. Word. If one of you gets it right, you win. If you both get it wrong, I win. Here we go.
That's a weird game, but okay.
But I like it. Colin. Methuselah.
Okay. MYTHUSLA. Methuselah.
Incorrect. No. Joel, for the win. Methuselah.
Okay, but you didn't pronounce it like that when I had the word. That seems unfair.
Probably so.
Methuselah. METHUSALA.
Incorrect.
Can I just say exactly what Colin said?
ELAH.
Oh boy, I was.
And that is the name of a 6-liter bottle of wine, is referred to as a Methuselah bottle. Ladies and gentlemen, this was our first ever Spellmelier episode. I think this is going to be one that we should return to often, using the same words until we can spell them. Thank you for joining us.
Benchmark. We just set the benchmark. We're going to go off and learn and come back. This was the practice test.
That's right. Well, disappointed we ended it in a tie, but we'll get them next time. Those were tough words.
I guess.
All right. Thank you.
Aaron won.
Thank you. Well,
that was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
I think I did okay on my pronunciation.
That was fun.
No, you did great. Thank you, Aaron, very much. Now that we've played a fun new game, why don't we get into the wine?
Woo! Okay.
Tastes like wine.
Listener at home, I guarantee you there will be no more spelling for the rest of the show. We are going to start off.
ALSE. False.
Stop.
Stop. It's ironic.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. It's over. Yeah, thanks.
I start off by giving a shout out to a future friend of the pod who's going to be on our show, who's our friend Ashwin from Unpinned. Mm-hmm. Is going to be joining us shortly. We had to reschedule an interview, but I've been watching his awesome wine education videos, and he did this really cool video, Colin. I think you probably watched it too, where he took 2 glasses and he filled one up with a little bit of wine and he filled one up with a lot of liquid. Mm-hmm. And he then filled the empty space with smoke. And it really demonstrated how wine glasses are designed to hold the aroma inside the glass. And if you actually over pour your glass, it actually takes away from the experience of drinking wine, because there's less room for the aroma to sit in the glass and actually forces the aroma out.
That's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, it looks like we all have the appropriate amount of wine. So let's get in there and smell it. I'm going to kick it over to Joel. What are you smelling on this one?
Okay, to me, this smells like straight up like a Savi bee, kind of like you were saying. I'm getting peachiness in there. That's probably the biggest thing. Honestly, I'm having a hard time getting anything more really than kind of like that peachy, maybe a little. I mean, maybe like a little bit of like a little rockness, like a little minerality situation. But to me, it's like peach.
Aaron?
Yeah, I kind of wonder if the Savi bee and the Pinot Grigio are kind of working against each other a little bit, because I feel like when we have the straight up Sauvignon Blanc, like you get that real citrus, real grassy kind of scent to it, and when we've had the Pinot Grigio in the past, it's had more of the what Joel was just talking about, and I wonder if kind of the Pinot Grigio scent is kind of overriding the citrus. I mean, it has to be in there, right? Like it's 52-48, so it's there, but I feel like they're kind of muddling each other a little bit, which is not necessarily a bad thing. There's just a little bit of a unique scent to it that isn't as clear as just like a straight Sauvignon Blanc or a straight Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You definitely do get a lot of peach. I kind of get like orange blossom or just orange in general, a little bit, and then maybe a tiny bit of that grapefruit on the back. It's not a ton of it like you would expect out of a Sauvignon Blanc, but you would think that both of these grapes, just by smelling them, were both pretty ripe when they were picked, because these are some pretty ripe fruit flavors. You're not getting a ton of that, any of that racy kind of acidic aromas that you would get out of an underripe or a cooler climate version of either of these grapes.
I was just going to say, as you're saying that, I agree totally, but a little bit of lime just popped out and said hello to me. There's like a little bit.
Sure.
A little bit.
There's a tiny bit of citrus in there. I would totally agree with that. But you're right. It's definitely the peach. Definitely is the one note that really sticks out there. So it smells nice though. I'll say that. I mean, it's not a bad sniffer. So it'll be interesting to see what it tastes like. So let's go ahead and take a sip. I'll let Aaron go first this time.
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of along with what I was saying about the mix being there, like it's definitely bright, and it has. I'm getting the citrus. I'm getting a little bit of peachy flavor in there, but it's not. And maybe one of you can help me out with this a little bit. It's when we just had the Matua just a couple weeks ago. It had like a much more like forward citrus, just like a little bit more in your face fruit forward. And this is a little bit more muted, not in a bad way, but it's I don't know. There's like conflicting flavors in there that I don't dislike, but it's definitely a different balance. Joel, what do you think?
I think on the taste, it's the citrus is showing up a lot more to me, and it's not. But I see what you're saying. Like, it's not like it's, sometimes we compare things to like even a 7-Up or something like that. And it's not like that. It's not harsh in there. It's just, it's more prevalent. Maybe I'm also saying that because like the acidity is really there. And I think that's all attributed to the citrusiness that's in this. So it's definitely there more than I thought so on the sip or on the smell. Yeah. And overall, I guess a little bit, I mean, definitely, the pear. And then you had said when we were smelling it, Colin, you had said, oh gosh,
orange blossom.
And I didn't get that at all. But tasting it, I kind of see where you're coming from. That's poking through a little bit more. What are you getting, Colin?
Yeah, I think the citrus really comes through way more on the palate than it does on the nose. Like smelling it, you definitely got more of that peach, but the peach doesn't really show up until the finish almost. And it's not very ripe peach either, which based on what I was smelling, I was expecting it to be a lot riper, but there's more like underripe peach, like the peach you get closer to the pit in the middle. It's more that flavor than it is like a nice juicy peach, but it's not bad because that actually works with the citrus more so than I think a ripe peach would. So, but it's definitely there's not a ton going on. There's a little bit of that oranginess, but the lemon lime kind of thing really hits you up front on the palate, which I wasn't expecting based on the nose.
And I want to say too, from like a structure standpoint, I'm actually really pleasantly surprised. So I think one thing we've noticed in the past with like these big producers is that sometimes, we get a wine, it's like, yeah, it tastes pretty good for a big producer, but like there's been something off about the balance itself. Like the alcohol seems like really, really strong, or, it's thinner than we would have liked. And this is actually like, there's actually like a really cool play happening here between like the dryness and the acidity that I don't normally get from a white. Are you guys experiencing that as well? Like it's like simultaneous, like pretty acidic, and then also like pretty dry, and it's creating this very like salivating and then also grippy feeling that I'm not used to when drinking just a Sauvignon Blanc or Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, and I wonder if that's, and I don't know the answer here, and I'm hoping Colin can maybe shed some light on this, but I'm definitely, maybe this is part of it, Aaron. I'm trying to kind of like separate out the Sauv Blanc and the Pinot Grigio of it all. And to me, like the Sauv Blanc is very there. And maybe it's because I've had a lot more Sauvignon Blanc than I have Pinot Grigio. But, is that kind of what's playing into it? Because we knew going into this that it was an interesting blend. So is that maybe part of the experience that we're having here, Colin, is the two interacting?
Yeah, so a couple things. One, the acidity is nice on this. It's very high. Well, not very high, but it's high, which you would expect out of Sauvignon Blanc base wine, since Sauvignon Blanc almost always has high acidity. But I don't know if it's completely dry. I'm getting, like, if you pay attention to your tongue, there's, for me anyway, it kind of, there's a slight filmy texture afterwards. And I'm wondering if that's the sugar, but it's not much. It's not sweet by any stretch of the imagination, but there's something going on in my mouth, and it's not going to be tannin or anything like that, but there's a weight to it that I wouldn't expect just based on the grapes. And I wonder if there's a little bit of residual sugar. And again, it's not like sweet. I wouldn't call it, a sweet tasting wine, but I wonder if there's something there. And as far as your question, Joel, yeah, I think because it's a blend, we're having trouble pinning it to something that we've had in the past, because this definitely doesn't really taste like Sauvignon Blanc, but it also doesn't really taste like Pinot Grigio. So it's kind of an amalgamation of both. And not to say that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's really hard to think of other wine to compare this to, because there aren't a lot of similar wines that we've tried in the past.
No, and we've talked a lot about, if nothing else, over the past 40 episodes, that, we're getting to a point now where we will pick up a glass of wine and we will sip it and immediately be like, oh, this reminds me of this X wine that we've had in the past, especially when we are, going back to similar grapes that we've had. This is different than any white wine that I can remember having, which is super interesting.
Absolutely. For sure. All right. Well, does anybody have anything else to add, or should we move into the review?
Let's review it.
Spell Methuselah.
We're not respelling Methuselah. Don't do it, Joel. I know you're nope. Nope.
Z.
We're moving to the review.
Y.
Yeah, but did they like it? It's time for the review.
Perfect. Wait. KRNP. Methuselah.
That was correct.
Not even close, but again, sorry, listener at home. I promised no more spelling, but we got more spelling anyway, so that's on me. Show's off the rails. All right, so I will go ahead and start with Aaron. I'll give Joel the last word since this was his pick. Aaron, where are you putting this bad boy?
Oh man, I gotta say, I'm dragging my kitchen table out of the house into the backyard, down the street,
Scale is
and
madness.
onto the beach. No, but this is what we're here for. Some things just can't have a number or a scale or anything. No, I mean, I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised. I was unsure. I'm always very skeptical. Not always. I am now very skeptical of big brands like Josh, and I like it. I like it. I think it's an enjoyable wine. I would 100% buy a bottle of this and bring it to the beach with me. So I can be sea-swept. It's an easy drinker. It's an interesting taste. I think a vast majority of people who like Pinot Grigio or like Savvy B would like it. I think if you're into that type of wine, then you'd be into this type of wine. So I will say for that, in that frame, it is a kitchen table wine for that purpose and that type of wine. Yeah, and for $12, totally.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a situational kitchen table. If you are at the beach,
It's a fold-out table.
A fold-out table. That's right. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. Well done. You're going to the beach. Even this is when we talked about with Cheryl from Savvy B, wine cocktails. I think you could put this with some sparkling water, and have a nice little spritzer on the beach. That would be absolutely fantastic. I mean, would I buy this wine to try to impress my friends or get them into drinking wine? Probably not. But I think given the right situation, it's a nice, easy drinker. There's not a ton to it. There's a lot of nice flavors. Like Aaron said, I think a lot of people would like this. It's very unoffensive. It's nice and fruity, and it's not bad. I can't say it's bad. So if you're at the beach, this is a beach table wine for sure. Joel?
When we were going to find this wine, I went on their website and I did the locator, find near me, and what popped up was the Total Wines, the ABCs, some 7-Elevens, I think a CVS or two was on there, and I was like, wow. Oh boy,
Florida, man,
what are we in for here? But you know what? I don't think Josh Cellars set out to make this like their flagship wine. I don't think they set out to change anybody's mind on the beauty and wonder that wine can be. I think they wanted to make something super crushable, super enjoyable to have on the beach. Literally, we're all saying it, but like there was a pretty clear mission to this bottle of wine. And
it looks like a beach. It's
called Seaswept. It looks like you're on the beach. And I'm going to say something. I think they nailed it. Everything that we said about everything we said about our tasting notes and everything. It was all complimentary. Nothing was very wild, but it was all good. It was like, I'm enjoying what I'm drinking. So I was again a little bit worried with that blend. It was just interesting and just how darn available it was, which is good, is what we're going for. But a little bit concerning sometimes. But no, I think it's great. I'm with you guys on the kitchen table, and I'm sticking to that. I'm going to keep mine in my house, but absolutely.
No, that kitchen table is the tailgate of a truck. This is this is true. Beach, tailgate, barbecue, picnic. Like this is an outside
doubt
socializing wine.
So that brings me to my next question then. We usually have certified porch pounders, but I feel like none of us are really bringing this to the porch. We're going beyond the porch. So, Joel, would it be fair to call this a certified porch pounder, or are we putting it in that realm?
I think it's going in the realm. New, Joel? I think it might be because it's going in the realm. To me, again, if you've been listening to the show, certified porch pounder is a stamp we put on wines that are extremely, poundable, really crisp, really refreshing. And this, I think a certified porch pounder, though, it has a little, you want to sit on the porch and you want to enjoy this,
For sure.
To me,
I drink a CPP by myself,
I agree. Oh, totally.
Moment. This
totally.
Feels...
But you want to think about it, right? You want to sit on the porch with a friend, you want to drink your CPP, and you want to enjoy the nice one. This to me is more like, I'm here to be at the beach play some beach games, and I want something really nice just to drink while I'm doing that. So I think, can I offer this? Can I offer this designation? Can we call this a beach cruiser? A certified beach cruiser. What do you think about
I
that?
love that.
Birth of
Yeah.
something new.
Certified beach
Beach
cruiser.
cruiser.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in on that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
less elevated, but not less fun.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's got its place,
Love it.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
There you go.
100%.
Certified beach cruiser.
Certified beach
See, this-
cruiser. You heard it here first, folks. Our very first ever certified beach cruiser, a
Mhm.
kitchen
Nice.
table wine. I don't think there's too much to discuss here. I would say not a waste of our wine. I don't think there's any
No.
Not a
disagreement
waste.
on that.
Try it.
So-
Even just for the fun of trying a Pinot Grigio Sauvignon B blend. Go try this. It's
It
fun.
is very unique. And again,
Yeah.
this is not a very serious wine. So, like, play around with it too. Like, you want to throw some ice in here to make it even that much more refreshing, throw some ice in it. Like, it's not, it's just kind of a fun, easy to drink beach cruiser. All right. Well, that's great. Another great review. Another super interesting wine. Again, probably not one that I might have chosen. So, Joel, I'm glad you decided to go with one. Super unique pick. Really cool. And I think
And
I'll
thanks
go-
to Cheryl from Savi B for putting us onto it.
absolutely,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
She
this
did.
was definitely a Cheryl wreck, and she did not steer us wrong. Between the what was it called? Was it Mavi? What did we try with her?
Matua.
Okay, well, I was way off.
You used all your consonants earlier to try to spell other words. You left them out of this one.
RTZ. Between that and this one, she's 2 for 2. So thank you, Cheryl.
Baby.
100%. All right. Well, Aaron, since you usually do the social media thing, I'm gonna let you take care of it tonight. Tell the people where they can find us.
You can find us on Instagram at Stop Wasting Your Wine, which is where we do a lot of our conversing and we put up cute videos.
Matt,
You can go to stopwastingwine.com, where we have slightly more wine reviews than we've had previously. You can also listen to our podcast directly from the website if you'd like. But otherwise, wherever you like your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, we are in all of those places. Just stop wasting your wine, find our show. Please follow us. If you can rate the show, give us 5 stars or high rating. If you don't like the show, just don't click anything. Just leave and don't say anything. But otherwise, just, reach out to us.
Such a like corporate joke right there. Hey, if you like the presentation, my name's Bob. If you didn't, my name's Mark. Whoa. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, but seriously, don't leave us bad reviews. And also, you can, if you're a Facebook person, Colin, he's got your back, sitting in his Facebook room,
so much
doors
fun.
open, welcoming folks in.
Come on in.
We'd love to
I
have
feel
you.
like Colin's over that bit because every time we do it, it's another week that he has to actually go in and check
No,
out on
it's
the
fine.
group.
No, that's me and the 18 other people in there who don't get any value from that are having a great time. So
We're up to 18.
Crushing it.
yeah, we're up to 18.
That's
So
pretty
double.
good, man.
For the 18 marvelous
Yeah.
people that have signed up for that. So, all
But
right.
huge thank you to the thousands of people that follow us on Instagram. We
Yep.
love you.
And even more importantly, our amazing listeners. Thank you guys so much for tuning in every week.
Yeah,
We really appreciate you guys.
you guys are the real ones.
The real ones. That's right. Big shout out.
Real one.
All right. Well, that was another awesome episode. A lot of fun. And we will catch everybody next week.
All right. Bye, all.
And remember, stop wasting your one.
Bye.